strengthen your neck core. So, well, if you're one of those who wake up and you have neck pain, you get out of bed and you feel like there's a severe pain in your neck and you just can't even turn your head around, or you're one of those who wake up with a nagging pain in your neck and this is an everyday affair and you're quite fed up of this pain, and you've probably tried to look for solutions because, hey, when you're in pain, of course, you look for solutions. So maybe you've done things like applying a hot pack, doing some stretches, some exercises, been to your physical therapist, etc. However, and of course, taken medication. However, you haven't found a long term solution. So these short term solutions have worked for you, but you haven't found a long term solution to this nagging neck pain that you have. So we need to get to the root cause of this problem, and then we need to have a solution to address these root causes. So we are going to discuss more about your core muscles in this video. If you did not watch my previous video, we talked all about how can a weak core lead to weakness in your neck or in neck pain. So if you missed out that video or you want to learn more about your core muscles and what exactly they are, I will give you a brief introduction here. However, the details can be found in my YouTube videos that I've done over the on this topic of core muscles. So you can go to YouTube and type in my name, Swati Prakash, and then core muscles or posture, and then you will find a couple of videos that I've done that explains to you what a core muscle is. All right. So before we jump into this topic, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger children who work in high stress executive jobs manage the aches and pains that come with their motherhood journey. Now, what does that mean? So, basically, what it means is that when you're a mom, you have these joint and spinal pains, so neck pain, back pain, etc., that lead to a poor posture. Poor posture can lead to different issues like incontinence, etc., or just those neck pains and back pains that hold you back from being a good professional or productive at work, that hold you back from being a guilt free mummy where you are not able to run after your children or take good care of them uh, in a physical way. So, for example, if you have younger kids and you cannot go play soccer with them, so that makes you feel a bit guilty as a mom. So, if you are not able to perform well in your career, in your personal life as a mom, because of these aches and pains that probably started in your pregnancy or during your childbirth years or during your childbirth or the years after, this is where I come in, where I give you simple strategies and easy lifestyle changes and hacks and tricks that you can implement into your existing schedule. We are moms, right? We are busy people. We know we don't have a specific, like, heavy chunks of time that you can just take out and go to the gym and do your exercises. So I give you these simple strategies that you can put into your everyday routine, into your existing schedule, and manage these aches and pains. All right. So going into the topic for today, how can you strengthen your core muscles for the neck? So, for those of you who didn't watch the last video, core muscles are basically the deepest layer of muscles that stabilize your neck, while the bigger muscles that you see on the surface, like you can see them on the surface here, on the skin here, sorry, under this, they are present under the skin. So these are the movement muscles. For example, if say I am bending forwards and or I am nodding my head here, so what happens is these big movement muscles are the ones that are moving my neck or making me bend forwards here. However, the stabilizers are the one that are holding on to your spine to give it that stability so that these big muscles are able to do their movements. So when these stabilizer muscles or the deep core muscles are weak, you tend to get a weak neck, right? It is not stabilized enough, and that can create neck pain. So how can you strengthen these core muscles in your neck? So basically, this answers the first part of the video, which was what is the cause of this recurrent neck pain or this nagging neck pain that you have all the time. The second part is how do you strengthen it? So I'm going to give you one very simple exercise. So this is called a chin nod. I'll tell you how to do it and then how not to do it, because there's a common mistake that people do with this. So the very first thing is, if you're sitting here, if you can, you can put your finger on your chin, or you could do it without as well. So I'll just put this here to give you a guideline. So what you do is, I want you to nod your head just 5 to 10%. So if I'm doing a full nod, this is 100%, right? So I do not want you to do this 100% of a yes nod with your neck. I want you to do 5 to 10% of this movement. So if you were to look at me sideways, this is my neutral. I mean, this is my starting point. This is what I'm doing. So trying to make a double chin here, there. That's it. So you're not going to do the full nod. You're basically doing just the 5 to 10% of this movement. So what this does is, it activates these deeper muscles in your neck, where they have to stabilize the spine. Now, when you go to the gym, you want to build, say, you want to strengthen your biceps. What do? You take a dumbbell in your hand and you do these movements. So, similarly, in order to activate these muscles, or which are the deeper neck muscles or the core muscles of your neck, you're going to do this movement. The moment you do a bigger nod or a bigger movement, all the superficial muscles, that is, these bigger movement muscles, come in and they take over the movement. So you want to target specifically the core muscles. So that is why you're doing this little bit of a chin tuck, chin nod. Now, you would probably, when you're going around on, say, YouTube, or you're checking online for chin nods, you will come across an exercise where people are basically doing this. They're pushing their head backwards and they are doing this jerky sort of a movement. Now, what happens is, you have your vertebrae stacked on top of each other in your spine. So, suppose this is one vertebra stacked on top of other. When you're doing the chin nods that I told you, the correct way of doing them, this is the sort of movement you're doing. So, tilting, suppose there's somebody standing in front of me, they're tilting their head towards me. So this is the sort of movement you're doing, and the muscles that are present around here will get the exercise. These are the stabilizers. However, when you're doing this sudden jerky movement, there is a lot of grinding movement between your vertebrae. So it's actually going to be more painful in the long run, and it's not really going to serve your purpose. You're basically wasting your time and effort, right? So this chin nod is one of the very basic exercises to activate your core muscles for the neck. Now, if you're looking for more solutions to manage your neck pain, or more exercises to activate your neck core or to strengthen it, I'm doing a free training shortly in my community. It's a free community. You can, if you're watching me on Instagram, you can click on the link in my bio and join from there. If you're watching me elsewhere on other platforms, I will leave a link in the description of this video for you, so you can click on there and join my community. I'm going to do a free training there, which is called Simple Solutions to Manage Your Neck Pain, and I'm going to go through why you have neck pain and what you can do about it. And of course, the core muscle work or strengthening will also be a part of it. Alrighty, I yeah, and also you have other trainings there, because I do monthly trainings. So you have trainings on posture, on um, generally strengthening the core. Now we're talking about the lumbar muscle, so your lower back core, etc. There are lots of trainings in there, so you can join and have a look at what applies to you. Alrighty, I hope that was useful. If you have any questions, do drop them into the comments below. And yeah, the exercise that I told you, these chin nods, you can do like 2 or 3 every hour. Or well, if you can't remember every hour, probably every 2 to 3 hours. Try and do 2 or 3 of these. So you just go down and hold it here, 1, 2, 3, like that, up to 5 seconds. If you can, then up to 10 seconds, and then relax. Core muscles are really smaller muscles. You don't want to do more than 10 to 12 seconds holds, because you will tire them out. Alrighty, I hope that was useful.